There was a time you trusted people almost instantly. A new friend, a new partner, someone you'd known for a week. You just let them in. Now someone has to earn it, slowly, in small pieces. And even then, some part of you is still watching, still waiting for the moment they slip. You tell yourself you're just being smart now, wiser, less naive. But that's not quite what happened. Something in your brain actually changed, and it changed for a very old reason. Picture your ancestors again, deciding who to trust in a small tribe. Trust wasn't a nice feeling back then. It was a resource allocation problem. Every time you trusted someone, you were handing them access to your food, your location while you slept, your children, your weaknesses. Trust wasn't emotional. It was tactical. And here's the thing about tactical decisions. Getting them wrong once could be catastrophic. If you trusted the wrong person and they betrayed you, the cost wasn't a bad feeling. It could be your life or your family's. So your brain built a rule that sounds almost mathematical. One betrayal is worth more information than 100 kindnesses. This is why trust and evidence don't work symmetrically. To build trust in someone, your brain wants repeated, consistent proof over time across situations. But to break trust, it only needs one clear violation, one lie discovered, one promise broken. That's it. The books are closed. This isn't a flaw. Some psychologists studying relationships have found that it takes many positive interactions to offset the damage of a single negative one. Not because good moments don't count, but because your brain treats threats as urgent information and treats safety as something that needs to be proven over and over before it's believed. Now here's where it gets personal. Every time someone has betrayed your trust, in any relationship, your brain didn't just log that specific person as unsafe. It updated the model. It adjusted your baseline. It said, apparently, trust can be misplaced. So raise the price of entry for everyone who comes next. This is a kind of prediction machinery. Your brain is constantly trying to guess what will happen next, based on what has happened before. And once it has learned that trust can lead to pain, it doesn't forget that lesson just because a new person seems nice. Nice was true of the last person too, right up until it wasn't. So the slower trust you feel now isn't paranoia. It's a prediction model doing exactly what prediction models are built to do, weighting recent, painful data more heavily than pleasant, unproven promises. There's a modern mismatch buried in this too. In the ancestral world, your tribe was small. If someone betrayed you, you likely knew exactly who, exactly why, and exactly how to recalibrate around that one person. Betrayal was specific. Now your social world is enormous. Co-workers, dating apps, friends of friends, people you'll interact with a handful of times and never see the full pattern of. Your brain, still running the old rule, generalizes from a much smaller, messier sample size. One person's betrayal quietly taxes your trust in people who had nothing to do with it. That's the part that stings the most, maybe. The friend you're being cautious with now didn't do anything. They're just standing where someone else once stood. So what do you do with a brain like this? Not force it to trust faster. That's fighting biology with willpower, and biology usually wins. Instead, it helps to notice the mechanism itself. When caution shows up around someone new, that caution isn't information about them. It's a residue left behind by someone else being projected forward onto a person who hasn't earned it and hasn't necessarily deserved it either. Naming that difference, this is old pain, not new evidence, is often enough to loosen its grip a little, not eliminate it. Trust that was broken once doesn't rebuild on command. But you can stop mistaking the echo for the original sound. There was a time you trusted people almost instantly. Now you don't, and it isn't because you've gotten worse at reading people. It's because your brain got a lot better at remembering what it costs to be wrong.